I'll go ahead. I'm the list. My cousin Jay, my cousin JT, that nigga sick that day, so he didn't even come to school. So it's just me. I'm the only dude. I'm saying my cousin JT ain't here. I'm like, fuck, I gotta take this one on my own. This nigga get off the bus. I've been staring. This nigga still yelling at my cousin. He said, nigga, what you staring at me for? I said, you know that's my cousin, right? He said, yeah, and what? I'm about to whoop your bitch ass. I said, no the fuck you ain't. He said, nigga, I'll whoop you. He's smart. What's that melody? The real reason we tell these stories is you gotta tell a nigga introduction stories. Like, we already know we gonna change the world. We already know we gonna take this motherfucker over. But to do that, we gotta get people to follow it. And don't nobody wanna follow niggas without a story, which makes sense because, you know, a man is a culmination of his trials, of his victories and his losses. Trials, those tribulations, those stress, that's why you're you. Anything short of that, you wouldn't be you. You'd be some different soft nigga with soft hands that don't know how to get no bitches and can't fight.
Soft hands, soft skin, soft brain.
Speaking of knowing how to fight, that's one of the first things I'm gonna talk about. Because as a dude, those fights as a kid and going into your young adulthood, that's what most impactful things you can have. And so it got me sitting down thinking about, like, what's my first couple fights that I can remember. To be completely honest, I can't remember any of my first fights. I grew up in a household, they just had a fight. Like, we had a disagreement, fight.
It was a hyperbolic time chamber, huh?
Kind of like that, but it was more like the hit and sand village.
So it's like eye for an eye, kill or get killed.
Oh yeah, y'all got a disagreement? There's only one way to settle that. Y'all ain't gonna fight about it, shut the fuck up and negotiate.
Yeah,
so we was fighting a lot in the house. But the first fight I can relate to, my cousin Nah and my cousin Toya. One of the things that was always serious though was with Toya, she got an attitude. And Naisha's the pretty girl, and that's her sister. So the way they used to do it was they couldn't get to Naisha because she was always Naisha was by that time she was in 8th grade, she was already 6 foot.
She was already tall as fuck.
Yeah, so she was bigger than everybody and stronger than everybody. She literally kicked me through one of them big box TVs before.
So she was the female type.
Yes. She was walking around like Annie in that bitch. So nobody would ever try Naisha, but they would try Toya because she was small. So one day, this girl was messing with my cousin Toya or whatever, and she was handling. And then the girl's brother got involved. And because that happened, I had to get involved. And this dude named, I'm gonna just change his name there. I'm gonna just change his name to James, right? For the purpose of the story. This nigga James started coming out and he started talking crazy. Like, he said, oh yeah, she said something else to my sister. I'm gonna fuck that girl up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna whoop that bitch ass. All this.
So that nigga talking domestic violence.
Not domestic. He talking about assault and battery. He said, when we get off the bus, go home, I'm gonna whoop this bitch. That's what he said. Mind you don't know, I'm here. And I ride that bus too. It's the beginning of school year. A lot of times at the beginning of school year, niggas didn't know we was deep. So we get on the bus or whatever, and I don't say nothing the whole bus ride. I'm just quiet. I sit at the front of the bus too. And I'm generally a back of the bus nigga. But on that day, I sat in the front of the bus. So I was like, I don't want nobody to see me. I don't want to even hear what they got to say. I'm just gonna be in the front of the bus. So I can get off first, so can't nobody get off without me seeing them. They gotta pass by me to get off on it. So we all get off at the bus stop at our neighborhood. We the last stop. And this is where most of the kids live. We would live in an apartment complex. And I'll just say that. Everybody who know what I'm talking about, they know what I'm talking about. And it's only a couple of them. And if you know us, nigga, you know where we was at. So we hop off, we the last stop. And the way it is, it's 2 apartment complexes that's connected to one another. They got the same entrance. If you go down one street, you have one complex, you go to the other street, other complex. So we get off and we meet at the intersection. I wait at the intersection. They get off last at the last in the bus, and dude James just yelling, cussing the whole time. Yelling everything. As soon as you get off the bus, I'm gonna whoop this bitch. I'm gonna dog walk this bitch. All this. So I'll go ahead. I'm the list. My cousin Jay, my cousin JT. That nigga sick that day, so he didn't even come to school. So it's just me. I'm the only dude. Saying my cousin JT ain't here. I'm like, fuck, I gotta take this one on my own. This nigga get off the bus. I've been staring. This nigga still yelling at my cousin. He said, nigga, what you staring at me for? I said, you know that's my cousin, right? He said, yeah, and what? I'm about to whoop that bitch ass. I said, no the fuck you ain't. He said, nigga, I'll whoop you. He's smart. First one, I ducked that bitch. I hit that girl right uppercut. Boom, I'm southpaw too. But my left hand caught back. So I duck it and I come right back with the right hand uppercut. He stumbled back a little bit. This nigga just charged. I ducked, I leaned back, because I've been fighting my cousin my whole life. Like, we all got fast enough hands. Like, we snatched flies out there when we was little kids. Like, it was real shit.
No cat, niggas was already doing the boxing moves.
Yeah, like them little house flies that y'all be having flying around y'all house. Yeah, and we was 10 years old, 12 years old, snatching them bitches out the sky.
Some real southern shit, nigga.
Like, that's how we built our hands. And I've been fighting a nigga that do this my whole life. So when I come here and this nigga swinging slow, You're not hitting. And I watch WWE. So you ain't about to slam me either, but that's gonna come in a second. This shit keeps swinging. I just dodge and I dodge and dodge. Every time he swings twice, I dodge. And every two he swing, I land blow. So he just swing, I duck, straight, duck, jab, straight, jab, duck again, jab, hook. And I'm really fucking this kid up. We at the bus stop. And then, of course, you know, all the little kids yelling. People got their phones out recording.
Guys, so they can drop that shit in World Star and shit.
Yeah, so like niggas start yelling. So it started becoming like a crowd over there. This nigga mad, he just tried to rush and tackle him. But when he tried to tackle me, I've been watching UFC. And I didn't even see John Jones. Yeah, and I seen John Jones, and he got picked up out in the air going for that disc right after Leo the Machida fight too. So this nigga tried to pick me up in the air. I put this nigga in the guillotine and wrapped my legs around his leg, and then nigga dropped to one knee. Now wrap my legs around his hip and start choking the fuck out this nigga.
Nigga was laughing like he was Deku for real. Cause
like keep in mind, they used to make us fight in the house every day. Like we had an issue, fight about it. And we was fighting all day. So I knew what was going on. I knew when this nigga picked me up, I gotta choke him out. We fighting, keep in mind, we fighting in the middle of the street, so we on concrete. Like we got off the bus stop and started fighting right there. Nigga, the bus pulled off while we were fighting. Like they didn't give a fuck, but that's kind of crazy that I think about it.
Nah, they don't give a fuck, bro. I won't interrupt your story, but I had a whole damn story of a teacher that just watched our entire fight. Didn't give a rat's ass until a nigga started to for real start turning up, start throwing shit.
Miss Perez?
Yes, bruh. Her lame ass.
Hey, that's a good one. Of course, the nigga tried to do the day I missed school. A year almost to the day to this story.
It's ironic because it goes hand in hand with the bitch nigga topic.
Thanks, bro. So I get this nigga in the guillotine, right? And I look up and all I see is his mama running down the street. I'm like, oh shit. And I'm thinking in my head, right? His mama running down the street, right? If I let this nigga get up and see his mama, I'm gonna have more problems. So I gotta just choke this nigga out.
Yeah, you don't want him to get that ego boost.
Bruh, and this nigga, so I'm just choking this nigga out. Then I look down the street, I hear my mom. Who's that on top of my baby? I hear my mom running down the street. No, my mom leaving out the house and she running in this situation like this. I know what she got on her.
She got a weapon on her.
Nigga, she got a stick on her. Nigga, she was definitely trained to use it. She was in the military. Nigga.
We got the spray,
she running down there. She, what's going on? Who's that on top of my baby? I'm like, Ma, I got it. And I'm yelling out, Ma, I got it. Cause like, I'm choking this nigga out, he can't move. This nigga underneath me saying, bro, get off me, bro, let me go, bro, let me go. Every time he try to move, I yank his neck one more time.
And make that shit just a little bit worse.
Nigga, not just make it a little bit, I'm like, I got him in the guillotine, but I got my arm, but I couldn't get his side neck because he's holding my bottom hand. So I couldn't like get the blood choking. So what I had to do is I had to readjust it and get around his chin and start wrenching his neck. It came almost like a reverse fulcrum choke. So I'm trying to like get this nigga like, hey bro, stop moving, stop going hard. When they stop moving, you stop hitting.
Yeah, because then you'll kill them.
But if you stop hitting them before they stop moving, you liable to get fucked up now.
Oh yeah, gotta give them that that
adrenaline.
Super
you don't want to let a nigga go with no adrenaline. So I'm sitting here and my mom started arguing with his mama, and then they start trying to peel us apart. His mama grabbed me first, and my mama pushed her. Like, oh shit, my mama finna kill this lady.
Oh shit,
duos. So I still got this nigga choking. Keep in mind, I done had this nigga in this guillotine for a solid 2 minutes now.
So that nigga already damn near dead. You might have to give him a senzu bean.
I'm about to break this nigga neck, if anything.
And his ego. The nigga got him in a chokehold 5 minutes straight.
Eventually, like the crowd got so big, my mom was like, hey, baby, just let him go, just let him go. I said, when you stop moving, I'm gonna let him go. He said, all right, bro, I'm gonna stop him, bro. As soon as I started reaching up, this nigga reached up for his neck, locked that bitch right back in. And I said, bitch, you stop moving, I'm gonna let you go, bro. He just wouldn't stop moving, so I let him. And eventually, my mama said, okay, told the lady, grab your son, I'm gonna grab my son. He said, he counted out 3. On 3. You know, 1, 2, 3, the lady pulled her son off. And then my mama stood up and she stood in between us, clutching that bitch. She said, so what's the issue? What's going on? We explained the situation to her. I explained the situation. He was talking, he was threatening to hit my cousin. My mom called that little boy a bitch.
Like
he said, bitch, you hit a girl? He said, no, I didn't. His mama was like, you said you was gonna hit a girl? He said, yeah, but she was talking to 5. His mama now he got his ass whipped by me and his mama in front of the whole school. Twice.
Damn, trios. Oh shit.
This nigga fighting a 3-on-1 handicap match.
And matter of fact, friendly fire at that. Damn, we breaking hella rules.
He shouldn't have said he was gonna hit a girl. That's the nigga who said he was gonna beat a girl.
Does this go into the bitch nigga category also?
Yeah, cause that nigga was soft, bro. This nigga swung on me and wasn't prepared to get hit. But like, you ever seen a nigga get hit and look confused?
Oh yeah.
But this nigga swung on me, and when I ducked that shit and uppercut the shit out of him, he paused for a solid 3 seconds.
Nigga
I
wasn't expecting that.
Swing back, but he just paused.
Nigga
like
probably
he didn't
never
think I was
caught
gonna hit him
that
back. Either that or he didn't think he was gonna hurt as bad as he did.
The nigga hasn't been hit in the face enough times, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he was talking too much shit to get hit in the face. Ain't no way he ever had to like really fight for real. He was doing all that.